Hey guys, I hope you're going jolly. This is Winifred here on Making Life Brighter. And we have our super 12 days of Christmas all sporadically spaced out. And I have had a super busy work week. So, cool things on the forefront. First of all, I'm going to shout out a special thank you to those that are sharing additional information that I will continue to research. I hear you, I see it. So, interesting points of view about different things, including fatty acids and so on. So I'm going to research that and bring it to you, and we will talk about that as well. Um, I had a super duper day today. I'm just finishing up now. It's 9 o'clock. And I'm happy to share with you some of the cool things that we did today. First of all, on radio. Russell J. Commander in Chief of the the postal mechanics of the world. He is Postmaster General of Planet Earth, and if you don't know what that is, then you'll have to go back to the archives. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make a special playlist of all the things that I have done over time in the interviews that I've done, so you can check that out. Because next week on the solstice, right here on Making Life Brighter, we're going to drop the new film. And the new film is called Piercing-Dynasty. Technically, it's Piercing-Dynasty. And that is with Russell J. Gould, and I am your interviewer in that film. So I'm very proud to share that because the knowledge that's coming forth, I feel, as I felt with all the interviews I've done, is historical. And I feel that this is important for people to know. And for everyone that has their head up their ass right now, it's time to pull it out so that you understand the history that's actually been created over time and what that means for you and to the narrative that's playing out in the world today. So that doesn't sound very zen coming out of me, but I'm telling you that I've spent over 4 years researching this. I've been through hell and back to do so, including with my own family, and I'm letting you know on full closure that there's more to this story that you don't know. And in knowing more to that story as these pieces drop, you are learning about history as it's playing out in live time. So where people may have question marks or feel affronted, maybe their vibratory frequency isn't at a level for comprehension yet. But for those of you with an open mind that can move levels, I would offer this up to you as something that would be very important for your consideration. And how the world plays out and what's going on with the people that are infighting in the world, in the shipping lanes, has nothing to do with the fact that this history was actually done. The performances were done, the things were filed in, these things actually took place. So, on that note, you can go to Making Life Brighter on Voice America, and you can listen to today's live show with the intel drops that came in, and it's all there on the host page, and you can just look up Making Life Brighter on Voice America. Take a listen to that interview today, because that is part of what I'm bringing to you on these 12 days of Christmas. These conversations that I'm having with Lance, these conversations that I'm having with Monica, these conversations that I'm having now with Russell, this is information that you need to know. This is information that should be helpful to you when you understand what a usury is and how to take that back. So I am not a proponent as a voice screaming sovereignty. I am a proponent for the knowledge that's distilled down to the very core, to the very bottom, and what someone has taken on with very, very extensive knowledge to do, actually, as the safeguard to your benefit, is extraordinary. And I can't say that enough. So I'm sharing that with you. I'm giving you this closure so that you have a little bit of a thread, a crumb to go and research a little more. And so pop over to the link on Voice America. I posted the links in the chats. I see the numbers here on YouTube going up and down and up and down and up and down. And I'm going to tell you this. Since I joined the Truth Tour and went on the Truth Tour, and that big kerfluffle happened in Anaheim, it's the first time in all the years I've had this channel that all this fluctuation is happening. But you notice it doesn't move over a certain level. Now I can see what's happening in the background. And so just like with Russell, there's a multi-million-dollar campaign to keep that quiet. And same with even the Facebook channels. The numbers are like, it appears like they're moving. That's not true. There's thousands of people coming on board. You don't see it. Why don't you see it? Because it's being kept from you. Okay? It's being kept from you. So similar to Twitter and all that other nonsense, that's what's happening, because I can see those fluctuations happening. I see what's happening in live time, but you're not seeing that either. So interesting, yeah? What don't people want you to know as the person going out into the world? What is it that is so scary to them? If you knew it, what would happen? So that is your Santa tidbit for today, and consider me one of his elves to bring you a little more closure on what you might want to research and know. And for all the postmasters out there, thank you for your weighing in. Thank you for your listening. Thank you for your watching. And thank you for giving your feedback, honestly, at all times. Appreciate that very much. And appreciate you and all those that I got to meet recently, and all the faces that I got to put together with the names that have come at me really quickly over time. So very much appreciated. But some of the information that's put forth today is food for consideration. It's food for thought. Now, we went through that pretty quickly, but after you've had exposure to this information, or some of it anyway, because it's new to me as well in some ways, when you've had enough exposure over time, you begin to process the questions and the answers in a different way. And literally something happens in the quantum field that changes you. And I am having that experience in real time. So sharing that with you, it was a pleasure. It was my honor to interview Russell again today. And I really look forward to sharing the film with you on the 21st, which is the solstice, and it'll be a drop here on YouTube. And on Rumble. I'll put it everywhere that I can. And it's going to be real deep food for thought. It's changing your paradigm, really. But the thing is, are enough people ready for that? I believe we're entering that window where they are. And what do they need to see happen in order to be ready for that? So many people are, for example, taking the position that, why do I need to do anything? What's the point? Well, you're just going to get mowed over by a system that's infighting. So you may not want to do that. And you might want more information how to do things that's correct. Therefore, hence the interviews, okay? So I'm very happy to share more and deep happy thoughts with you over the next few days. As I said, I've had really long days. I mean, like till like 2 in the morning kind of days, catching up on all fronts since I've been away for so much time this fall. But I'm eager to share, and I've had some deep contemplations that I want to share with you. But one of the things that my master teacher said to me that I really want to share with you is, what's the one thing that you could do differently in your life that would render other things useless or unnecessary? So there's your healing drop for the night. What one thing could you do that would render all other things useless or unnecessary? And how would that change your life? I'm doing a lot of healing right now with people that have had some pretty scary instances with mind control and other things that are not pleasant, and things that where others are invading their field of energy. And so this is kind of a major work on my end. It's kind of silly, really. It's goes against the grain of what God intended, and I'm going to say it straight up. What God intended has nothing to do with money, has nothing to do with anyone's particular religious beliefs, and it has nothing to do with stepping into and invading another person's sanctity, whether it be their thoughts, their biology, their space in which to discover life. All these things are your God-given right, and they are not to be invaded. Maybe that's another reason to take a listen to the interview today. So there you have it, folks. Go jolly. I look forward to talking to you again soon. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. And please share. We are going to have a really cool solstice next week and some super cool drops. And I will be back each day to share some more. So when you contemplate, you come to insights, and those insights change you. And I spend a lot of time helping people change them and their biology. It would be nice if people were taking some of this information and utilizing it proactively so that they can advance themselves. Because, as I always say, stillness is the key, right? So when you're busy inside and in your brain, there's a lot going on in the biology. When you're quiet, biology can reorganize itself. So gratitude to my teacher before me, and teachers in general, and all the beautiful saints that carry on with this work, and the ability to get to do this. And that's what I'll call it, the get to. So what do you get to do in life? Do something lovely for yourself and get to do something for someone else tomorrow. Talk to you then. Go jolly.